Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the opening case call of our 2022-2023 call. As we normally do, we will hear a presentation from the Supreme Court Historical Society. Carl Herstein is here to give that report to us. Good morning, Carl.
Good morning, Chief Justice McCormick and Justices of the Court. May it please the Court. As you mentioned, I'm Carl Herstein. I have the honor of being the president of the Michigan Supreme Court Historical Society. It is my very great pleasure to again be appearing in person to provide the Society's annual report to the Court. Also with me are several members of the Society's Board of Directors, one of whom you know well, Justice Michael Kavanaugh, also Gregory DeMars, and perhaps others have come in as well. We are delighted that the Society has been returning to a more normal schedule this year, enabling us to more fully pursue our mission to collect, preserve, and display documents, records, and memorabilia relating to the court, promote the study of the history of the Michigan courts, and increase public awareness of Michigan legal history. To these ends, over the last 12 months, we've continued to publish our newsletter spotlighting the history of the court and those associated with it, be they justices, advocates, clerks, or others. We held our annual luncheon in Detroit, and thank you again for your attendance at that event, where we heard the John Reed lecture from Professor Martin Hershock on the Michigan Railway War, the Open Range, and some important episodes in the early period of our legal history in this state. We continue to engage and provide research opportunities for our Coleman intern and other student interns. In that same spirit, we have continued to give our Legal History Award to students at the Michigan Law Schools. We are again back to recording video and oral histories of the justices, which we post on our website as a resource for scholars and students, as well as to give the public the chance to learn more about how the court works and the people who are involved with it. Speaking of our website, we accomplished a refresh to make it easier to use and more appealing to look at. It provides a portal to an extraordinary amount of valuable information about the court, including profiles of the justices, copies of our newsletter, lesson plans for students, timelines, and other information about the court. We are making ongoing progress with our efforts to identify the clerks who have served the justices of the court and to document their contributions. We are planning additional displays of the artifacts that we've acquired relating to the court, such as Justice Byrd's top hat. The Advocates Guild will again be holding its annual dinner later this month, on October 26th to be exact, and we greatly appreciate the fact that many of you will be in attendance for that event. The Society is also co-sponsoring an event to honor the writing career of former Justice Volker, or should I say Robert Traver, his pen name, under which he wrote Anatomy of a Murder, which became a bestseller while he was serving on the bench. Our stewardship of the marvelous portrait collection of justices of the court is being maintained as we repair damage to portraits and frames, such as that of Justice Morell. And we again look forward to a number of portrait dedications here at the court, the first of which will be for Justice Markman on November 16th at 4:30 here in the Hall of Justice. A portrait dedication for Justice Corrigan is scheduled for next June 14th, and we hope to schedule portrait dedications for Justice Kelly, Justice Davis, and perhaps others as well in 2023. We're still selling our publications on the court, including our second edition of the Michigan Supreme Court Historical Reference Guide, and we hope to engage in additional scholarly publications in 2023. We also presented our Legal History Award to Judge Denise Langford Morris for her outstanding contributions to both preserving and making legal history in our state. One long-sought goal of the Society has been to enhance the preservation of the writings, documents, and records of each of you and your predecessors as Justice of the Court, to make them more accessible to scholars and the public. We are pleased to report that we have had productive preliminary discussions with the Bentley Historical Library of the University of Michigan, which currently holds a number of collections relating to former justices and is interested in adding to them. We hope to collaborate with the Bentley, the State Library, which also holds a number of papers of the justices, the State Archives, and other repository institutions in order to do more in this area. As we make progress with these efforts, we will be in touch with the court to hear your comments and concerns and ascertain your preferences with respect to this important effort. Finally, let me note that after 14 years of excellent service to the Society, our Executive Director, Carrie Sampson, has recently departed for a position with the City of Lansing. Carrie has our deepest thanks for all her work, and we know that she has many friends on the court who will miss her, as we do. She will be difficult to replace, but we are engaged in the effort to find a worthy successor. That concludes my report. I'll be happy to answer any questions that you may have, and thank you very much for your ongoing support and your attention this morning.
Thank you, Mr. Herstein, for those remarks and your report and your work on behalf of the Society. We are very grateful for it. Are there any questions for Mr. Herstein? Thank you to you and to the entire board for everything you do.
Thank you very much.
Have a nice day.